Okay, students. Based on the bonding between adsorbate and adsorbent, we can have two types of adsorptions. That means adsorption based on the based on the strength of bonding between adsorbate and adsorbent, we can have two types of adsorptions. One is physical adsorption, another one is chemical adsorption. This can also be called as physisorption, and this is chemisorption. Okay. See, students, what is the reason for the classification of adsorption into two categories? That is the strength of the bonding between adsorbate particles and adsorbent. Clear? Okay. Let us look at physical adsorption. Well, here in physical adsorption, uh, the bonding between the adsorbate and adsorbent is just weak van der Waals forces. Weak van der Waals forces. Whereas in this case, a strong chemical bond occurs. Clear, students? In physical adsorption, the bonding between adsorbate and adsorbent is just a van der Waals force. It's very weak bonding. And whereas in the case of chemisorption, the bonding between adsorbate particles and the adsorbent is very strong. That can be regarded as chemical bonding. Well, we know that if the bond strength is weak, that means it is less exothermic. So depending upon the strength of the bond, we can notice the quantity of the heat energy released. If strength of the bond is more, the amount of energy released is also more. Here it is 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole quantity of adsorbate on adsorbent is released. Whereas in this case, it is about 40 to 240 kilojoule per mole quantity of adsorption. That amount of heat energy is released. See here, based on the quantity of heat energy released itself, we can speak about the strength of the bonding between adsorbate and the adsorbent. That means here the bonding is very much strong and here the bonding is very much weak. Due to this weak bonding, the adsorbate particles can be removed very easily, can be wiped out very easily. And once we wipe it out, then another particles will come and sit. That means adsorption takes place. That's why it is called as reversible in nature. That means physical adsorption is reversible in nature, whereas chemical adsorption is non-reversible. It is also called as irreversible in nature. Because strong bond is formed, we cannot remove the adsorbate particle just by wiping it out. Is that clear, students? This is reversible and that is irreversible. As it is reversible and as weak bonding is necessary for this physisorption, it is non-specific. That means any gas particles can sit on any of the solid. Is it clear, students? This is non-specific. Whereas in this case, it is highly specific in nature. Reason is, here chemical bond has to be formed. To form a chemical bond, then reaction will occur only if energy matches. Therefore, it is highly specific. Whereas here it is non-specific. And second, next one is, see here, upon adsorbent, if one particles are sitting, then on this surface another particle will sit. That means second layer adsorption is possible. Then on this surface, what we notice is another particle will make and sit. That means in this case, that is physical adsorption, multi-layer adsorption is possible. Whereas in this case, only a monolayer is possible because, see here, chemical bonding is between adsorbate and adsorbent. Once the surface of the adsorbent is covered by first layer, the second layer will not react with the adsorbent. It will come and sit on the adsorbate of the first layer only. That means reaction between second layer particles and the adsorbent will not take place. Therefore, it is only monolayer. See here, it is multi-layer and that is monolayer. This is non-specific, that is highly specific. Then amount of energy released is this much. That is very much less. Whereas amount of energy released is that much, very much large. Okay. Then here, this process do not need any activation energy. Almost any particle can sit, or any gas molecules can undergo adsorption very easily. That means energy of activation is almost not necessary, or sometimes we can call it as minimum energy of activation is enough. Whereas in this case, the energy of activation is very much large. That means here energy of activation is large. To make any chemical reaction to happen, large amount of activation energy is usually noticed. Therefore, usually chemisorption involves large activation energy, whereas physisorption involves almost nil or little energy of activation. Okay. Suppose if you increase the say pressure over this, if you increase the pressure on the gas which is about to adsorb, then what we notice is in this case, if you increase the pressure, then quantity of adsorption will increase. That means more number of gas molecule can sit. That means increase in pressure increases adsorption. That is physical adsorption. Whereas in this case, pressure either has no effect or little effect, because particles are, even though they will come in contact with the adsorbent, whether they undergo chemical reaction or not, that doesn't depend upon the pressure. But this can make little effect on bringing the initiation of the process. That's all. That's why pressure, increase in pressure or decrease in increase in pressure has little or no effect on chemisorption. Okay. Next, one more thing is, if you increase the temperature, see students, this is very important. Now, if you increase the temperature of the system, then what we notice? This adsorbent will take energy, and as well as adsorbate particles will also take energy. Then what happens? The adsorbate particle starts vibrating due to increase in kinetic energy. Once that vibrates, then even this adsorbent at higher temperature, what happens? The force of attraction between the adsorbate and adsorbent will become weak. Once they become weak, and if you continuously start supplying energy, then a stage will reach where the force of attraction is completely cut off. That means what we notice? Particles will fly off. This process is called as desorption. That means if the particles are weakly held, then only desorption takes place. That means physical adsorption will decrease at higher temperature, whereas physical adsorption will increase at higher pressure, and at higher temperature it will decrease. That means here desorption takes place. Whereas in this case, what we notice is, as energy of activation is high, that means if you increase the temperature, then the gap between the energy of activation and the reactants energy of the reactant molecules will decrease, whereas process will increase. That means at higher temperature, if you increase the temperature, adsorption occurs easily. See students, these two are quite opposite. If you increase temperature, desorption occurs here, whereas high temperature favors the chemisorption. Clear students? Okay. These are few noticeable differences between the physical adsorption and the chemical adsorption. Let me repeat this. Adsorption is classified into two types of adsorptions based on the strength of the bonding between adsorbate particles and the adsorbent. Clear, students?